these kids have their hands up. Oh, yes, let me make people where there's sharing of accountancy subject, how to teach and learn. Okay, so people are messaging me things, but I'll deal with the messages later. Everyone, you can just raise your hands. We do a little bit of stretching. Look how these little kids, they're raising their hands. We're also going to do things so that we feel that we're inside of our body before we enter inside of our minds, right? We have to go in our body, take out the tension, you move around a little bit, maybe do a little bit of stretching for the neck. I always do things to relax the tension in the body before I start talking because we all have too much tension. Try the other way. Okay, maybe try to the left and to the right. Very good. And we'll do the same activity we did yesterday. You see these wonderful students behind us. They could be from Nepal, they could be from anywhere in the world. The point is that, we work for our students, right? We work for the families that are the parents of our students. We work for our communities to make them better places. So what I would love you to do before we start reviewing the technologies of Padlet that we did yesterday and Jamboard that we're going to do today, to think of a young person, imagine them in front of you, and as you're breathing in, you can breathe out very slowly and send them good energy, hope for them to be happy and healthy, learning, in this difficult time. We can still send our thoughts. Our thoughts are very powerful, right? And they have the ability to destroy. We look at the world and we see a lot of destruction, right? And they also have the ability to create. And we want to move towards being creators, right? So we'll do this for maybe 45 seconds together. And I invite everyone to close their eyes. Take a big breath in. Imagine that student in front of you. Breathe out slowly. Send them good energy, positivity. Okay. Breathing in. Breathing out. Send them a smile. Okay. Again, breathing in. Send that young person good energy so that they learn a lot, right? As you breathe out. Very good. And then one more time, you can breathe in. And you can thank that child for being in your life. As you breathe out. Very good. You can gently open your eyes. I think that, yes, you can rub your hands. I see it. Ibada, you're just doing that. Put your hands on your eyes. You can open. We'll just start. You can even just share in the chat box. How did you feel sending positivity to another person? Even if you're not with your students, your thoughts can bring them in front of you in your mind. So how did you feel sending positive energy and thoughts to your students? Oops. You can just share in a moment in the chat box. I don't know why it's stuck on people just, let me change this. Participants can chat with everyone publicly. We're going to change that so we can all see what people are saying. And we'll just share for 30 seconds or 20 seconds. I just like to start with that. How did you feel sending positive energy to your students? Raj Kamal said it felt great sending it. Kent, Philippines, Kasanga, felt really delighted. Another 25 seconds, please write how you felt, because our feelings are the foundation of learning. Learning is not about information, it's about relationships. Govinda said grateful and delighted. right? Even at the end of the day, we can feel delighted. Happy, Bishnu. 15 more seconds. Debu, proud of myself. Energetic, Sangita. Shakuntala, excited. Feeling stressed. I don't know what that means, Gangaram. I hope it's something good. But if you're stressed, it's okay. Srijana, students. Like the student was right in front of them, right? Like I have this picture. Okay. 5 more seconds. Calm and peace. Budal, Deepak, refreshed and happy. Sujit, how are you, Sujit? Confidence, great. Udaya, peace of mind. Bina, and happy. 2 more seconds. Delighted, Madhu, and refreshing my mind. So thank you very much for all the great sharing. This is where we start. Like, you know, when you build a home, engaged, Tiam says. Thank you. Go Senegal. We're happy you're here. This is what we need to bring our students into before we start learning or talking. Because if we're in a negative state, it doesn't, hey Faisal, go Pakistan, very good, okay. It doesn't matter what we say, right? Doesn't matter what we teach, it matters what we feel inside. So that's the first step I want to share. We must always be kind of present and thinking of the big picture for our students. So I'll do a quick review of what we did yesterday, and then we can jump into 2 more ways of using Padlet. And my goal is to do more with Jamboard today. So yesterday, let me find it. Here it is. Yesterday, we did some wonderful work with how to make your account in Padlet. If you still don't remember or don't know, I have created links and directions for you. And I will give you this at the end of the class. After that, yesterday, I showed you a little bit about, well, you showed me, sorry, you taught me about the traditions of Nepal, which is a beautiful country. I hope one day to go there, but I'm going there for free, right? Via Zoom, so not bad. And I showed all of you it's loading very slowly, the opportunity to approve the posts of our students. So I'm just reviewing it. So what that means is my students can post things on this Padlet, and it's loading slowly, but I need to approve if I want to have that option. So it's coming very slowly, but I hope it's going to load. That's what we did yesterday. We practiced sharing our links, pictures, and I approved your work, right? I pressed approve once it was ready. We also took your local textbooks and we made posts about, second here, and let me know if you can't see anything, Tika, or any of the team, okay? We took your local textbook and we made, this right here, posts showing pictures from our textbook and adding specific questions. And I tried to respond to some of your questions to give you feedback on what you could do better or what you could improve. But I really loved the resources that you shared. I love the questions you asked. And these are ways you can use this technology. So for instance, Ananta wrote, do it, and maybe the next thing could be post your answer in Padlet. I like this. Make what I would give examples. They want to give examples in or we had wonderful examples here from all the teachers, and that's what we did with this. So everyone, because I didn't teach it to you yesterday, is a little bit more about Padlet I think we'll do this just for maybe another 10 minutes, and then we'll move making a Padlet. And then after sharing your, I think, is whatever you've created and archive. I'm probably giving too much information, but meaning save it for later and it goes away. And then hopefully you can make more. So archive meaning save for later. I don't know if this works, Sujit and Bita. Sujit. We'll have to find out. Okay, so I'm just going to show this last thing. Okay, so I make my Padlet. I press make. So this is how to make a Padlet. This is very interesting. You have many options of how to make it. You can have your work of your students all over the place, which I think is a little too crazy. You can, it's kind of like building a home. There's a grid. It's very orderly. Oops, there it is. You can also have it in a shelf. I'm going to give you my master Padlet in a second. A shelf meaning you have columns. We saw a wonderful teacher yesterday. I'm forgetting. I'll show you an example of a shelf. I'm just giving you ideas of ways you can use this. And Pooja was a teacher from India, option. So this is about me. This is my master Padlet. The shelf means you have everything in one section. I know Sujit did this already. So I have my section. I have my section about what I do with high school students, the empowerment work that I'm passionate about. You know, we have the project in India, the project with henna, adult education work. So these are my. Now, this is an important thing I'm going to share. I hope you can see this. If you look at my link, I hope everyone can see the link on top. It is padlet.com/Armen Mauritius. That is the beginning of my email. And if you look at this, I put master Padlet. I'm going to show you now what you need to do when you make your Padlets. Otherwise, they give you crazy letters and it's confusing. And now we're going to start. So I'm going to show you more or less Padlet from beginning to end. Okay, so my number one, I always choose grid. My number two, wall. And number three, shelf. The other ones I don't really use. Okay, so I'm going to choose, I don't know, grid. So just watch these steps and try to remember them because this is really important. Notice the top. It's all these crazy numbers and letters. My students won't know how to read that. I changed the topic to what I'm teaching. So I come to this, it pops open. It'll look the same on a phone. I will put my title. I'll put my prompt that I want my students to do, which will come up, prompts written here. I will change maybe the icon of what they would see the picture on the top. These are just ways of doing this. Yeah. Okay. Here's the main thing I wanted to show you. Change your address. Don't make the crazy address. Put the address to your topic. Okay. You can also change your background. This is key. Remember how yesterday we could see everyone's name when they were posting, and if they weren't, I was yelling at them. I was like, sign in, sign in. That's attribution. It's going very slowly, but that's okay. So I put my icon there. Attribution. And Tika or Sujit or anyone on the team, if you want to add something, please go ahead, is meaning I know who is posting. Next thing I always change it to, I put new posts last. I'm just showing you what I do with my classes because I want my work as the teacher first as example, and then after I want the students' work. Okay, comments I can allow. So I want comments. Now this is what we did yesterday, require approval. If I don't want my students putting wrong things, I have to approve. If I say it's okay, I trust them. You can also stop bad words, right? Replace bad words with other words, with pictures. And I change my title. Now everyone pay attention because this is an important part. You are limited. Oops, I press start posting. Share. I'm going to show you how to share properly your Padlets. So it says my Padlet. Now I'm going to, this is the part that's really important. I only have 4 and I need to add more Padlets. I would create a new Padlet username and I would add that name. I'll just use one from my school. I will add that name. Oops. This is the beginning of your email. And I will press the name. This is key. I hope you're getting this. Now that person, do I want them just to write? No, no, no. I want that person who is me, right? Because I only have 4 to be an administrator. Administrators mean that they can change anything I want. I can have people just read my work. I can have people write in my work. I have people edit my work. So I'm going to choose administer. Okay. And I save. I hope this is clear. This is very important because otherwise you only have 4 Padlets. I'll stop for a second and then I press back. And then we showed yesterday as well how to save your work as a PDF so that, you know, whatever you do, you can share. So I'm going to stop now and see if there's any questions because this is very important, right? Otherwise, we're limited. Thank you, Binod. Yes, Krishna, I agree. We really need to relax and breathing helps. How can I use grammar while speaking time? We'll show that in a moment. Okay, is this clear? I think it's clear, right, team?
Clear.
Clear, so clear.
Okay, I'm just making sure because we see why it's, thank you, Hilda. We see why it's really important. Otherwise, we're limited to 4, right? This is the secret. Don't tell anyone. This is the secret. Okay, very good. Very good. I'm going to show you something we can do with our classes, and then we're going to start creating, okay? Because I'm all about creating. And I'll show you how we're going to do it. How are we going to do it in the clearest way? We'll see. Oops, let me stop my share here and share again. Okay. Chrome. Okay. So in a moment, we're going to practice doing a mini project together. And how are we going to, if I can find it? I'll just show you an example of what you can do in Padlet. Nope. With a wonderful teacher who's joined us today, Pooja, and the organization she's connected with, Pratam. We did a wonderful women's resilient project. Let me see if I can get rid of this, hide this. Okay. In this project, I created a shelf, right? A shelf meaning left column, right column, and different columns. And my students had to do different steps, her students actually, in the project. So I'm showing you a way of organizing your Padlets. First, they had to think, who did they want to interview? It was about women who are resilient, women who, you know, without a mother, we're nothing, right? Father as well is important, but each women in our life has a very important role. So I asked these young group of women who are also part of the Access English program to tell me about a woman who's important in their life. And they started writing first. Next, you can see number one, they started doing interviews. So I don't want to go forward to Jamboard until I've shown you everything Padlet can do. So I want to show you a little example in Gujarati. I don't know how similar it is to Nepali, but I just show you how we can also do audio and video in Padlet. And then I'll teach you how to do it and we'll practice it in a moment. So let's listen to an audio by a student.
મારું નામ હુમા છે અને હું મારા પપ્પાનો ઇન્ટરવ્યુ લેવા માંગુ છું. તો મારો સવાલ એ છે, શું તમે તમારા જીવનમાં કેવો સંઘર્ષ કર્યો છે અને તેમાં તમારી પત્નીનો શું ફાળો છે તે વિશે મને જણાવો.
મારી 22 વર્ષની ઉંમરમાં મારા પિતાજીનું અવસાન થયું. આખા કુટુંબની જવાબદારી મારા માથે આવી ગઈ. આખા કુટુંબનું ગુજરાન ટેક્સી ડ્રાઇવિંગ કરીને પૂરો કરતો હતો.
Okay, I will not play it all, but it's a beautiful story. Unfortunately, my Gujarati is 0, so I had to ask the student to write it for me in English, right? And she started writing it for us. And then following that, I asked them to maybe make a picture, maybe make a video, maybe a presentation. So this is more or less an example of steps we can do in teaching. And I'll give you all these if you need them as examples. But that's an example. So we can do audio in Padlet. Okay, let's find the next thing. What else can you do in Padlet? You can do screen, and I'm going to show you how to do all three of these. These audio, video, screen recording only on computer. On phone, mostly just video. Next thing you can do is screen recording. My students took notes and then they have to present their notes. I just show a little example. They shared their screen. Let's see if I can make this bigger. I'm just showing you what you can possibly do with your students in Padlet. So let's see what a student in America is studying and what they're presenting.
Hi, everyone. So these are the notes from chapter 2, section 1. It starts with the early exploration. In the 1400s, people believed Earth was flat. So Christopher Columbus wanted to prove them wrong. And in 1492, he decided to set sail from Spain.
Okay. So this is our, I won't play it all, but this is our second option. Screen recording in Padlet. Okay. The third option, because yesterday we did posting links and writing, but today I'm just showing you audio. I'm showing you screen recording. And now I'm going to show you. Let's see where it is. See if I can. I'm gonna have to find it here. 1 second. We're almost to Jamboard, I promise, but I just need to show you the full ability and then we can go. The last thing I'm going to show is how to do a video, and then we're going to practice something together. Padlet. I go to my Padlet dashboard. If I ever find an idea that I really like, let's say you really like my idea and you want to remake it, you can click, I'll just show this remake button, which means take the idea and make it new. If you want to keep it always, you press like. And this is another way you can possibly use this, even if your students are not posting because you only have 4. You can keep liking things that you want to use in your class and share the link. Right? It's just a thought. Okay. So remake, I find it, where is it? Okay. Nepal, search Nepal. Okay, stories from my culture. Thank you for your patience while I try to find it. Okay, there it is. So remake. So you see all these are called remakes. These are when I took someone else's ideas and I remade them myself. I took them and I said, I'm going to borrow some of their things. So we're about to start posting now. I'm just going to show you, and then we're going to begin. And I'm going to share you this link, and you are going to practice either making a written response, making a written and then spoken response, audio, maybe making a screen recording, maybe making a video. You're going to choose. So what are you going to do? We'll do this just for about 8 minutes. You're going to make a story. Tell me a story from your culture. Yesterday we did pictures, and then you're going to write it in English. And after you write it, you are going to make a little video or an audio, and I'm going to show you how. First, I'll just show my example. My students from the Philippines, sometimes they interviewed mom or dad. They wanted to do audio. My other students said, you know what? I want to do video. So I'll just show you example of student making a video. This is one of my students. Let's see. I'll get you a student. There's one that I made about my mom. So this is the last option. Okay, we'll play this one. She wrote it and then she recorded it in Padlet. Okay, let's listen and see. Oh, the sound's a little funky actually. That's fine, we'll just play it.
I'm Soma, I'm from Guatemala, and today I'm gonna tell a legend from my country. It's called El Sombreron. So the reason why I chose this story, this legend, is because when I was a kid, my mom and my grandparents used to tell me, they will be like, oh, don't be late. Otherwise, El Sombreron is going to be waiting for you or something like that. So that's why.
Okay. She'll go on to tell the story. All of my students posted their work here. I've remade this for our class today, and I'm going to put it into the chat box. What are you going to do? Here are the steps. Step 1, you're going to press login in the upper right-hand corner. Okay? Open this link inside of your Padlet application. Step 2, please pay attention. You are going to, when you create it, as you're writing, you can change, oops, what is this saying here? You can change your color of your work. You can go to it and you can make it, I don't know, yellow, I'm saying. Try to practice changing the color to learn something. And then here's something special. Sujit was asking me, Armen, he said, I can only put one link. What if I want to put different stories? Because see, my students, they shared the story and after they made a video. So I think this will come up in your computer. You would click on your work or on your phone and you would click link. And then you'd be able to maybe take a link. So I created a link here of one story from your country. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is enough. We'll see if it works. And see, look, I chose a story from your country and then I linked it. It was all these stories from Nepal. And then now what I have to do, because it's not in English, it's in Nepali, I have to write it out in English. And that's it. Okay. So that, all right. The thing I show you how to do it, how to make a video or a screen recording, and then I drop it into the thing because I'm going long, but I think that it's important that we learn all these things. Okay. It's loading slowly but surely. Okay, here is my work. Are you ready? This is how we do screen recording or audio or video based on what you're on phone or computer. I click the pink pen. Okay, I click the pink pen. Right? It pops open, whatever I'm going to post. There it is, right? It's down there. I click the three magical dots. Tika or maybe Sujik, how do you say three magical dots?
Yes, three magical dots.
Anyone? Beautiful. So we click that. This is where we have all of our options. We can enter links, we can enter videos or voice or screen recording. So this is what I wanted to show. Okay, so you're going to choose video, voice, or screen recording after you do your little writing. Okay. And you'll tell us a story from your culture. And then after you'll make a little video of it, talking for a minute or something, or an audio, or however you can figure it out. Or you can't find the audio video, just post in a link of the story from the internet. Okay. So we're ready. I hope there aren't any questions. I think we're just gonna, oops, how do I get back to Zoom? I don't know if there's any questions. It's okay, we'll have it recorded for you. Don't worry if you don't have good connection, it's all recorded. Okay? Welcome. Welcome, Pooja. All right, we are gonna spend the next 8 minutes before we move on to Jamboard. I need to just show you all of the capacity that you can do with Padlet. Free accounts, you have smaller space, megabytes, but it's still good. So everyone is going to join my stories from my culture Padlet. You will, perfect, write a story in English, or if you need to, your language, very short. The main points of the story from Nepal or India or Philippines or Senegal or any other country from Nepal. Afterwards, you will practice making an audio, video, or screen recording, if you're really ambitious, of your story. Okay, I think that's clear. I think everyone can jump in here and we're gonna see who posts. It's really nice. It's very nice. Okay, I'm gonna say mute. If you have any questions, everyone will be mute. You write in the chat box because we need to be quiet. I always let my students have time to work. So I'm gonna mute everyone and we're gonna be quiet for 10 minutes. Great.
Armen, you are in mute position.
Yes, I want to make sure. Is it working for you? Are you able to post?
Yes, we can hear.
Very good. So let's just start doing it. Let's start writing our title. And afterwards, I'm going to show you how we can combine this with Jamboard. But first, let's just start writing our title. What's the title of your story from your culture? Next, what is the story? What happens in the story? Maybe there's a picture of someone. Very good. I'm going to close these things out because things are popping up a lot. So we're all in Padlet and we're all experimenting with writing our stories from our cultures. I put Nepali, but it could be from any culture. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure if it's working. I'm not sure if you're able to post. I don't see any posts here. So we're still waiting to see if we can get any posts from stories from people. Check my sharing settings. Visitors can write. Okay, good. Let's keep writing. Very good, Davey. Very good, my Algerian dream. Very good. Now write me the story. What? I'm starting to see some names. That's very good. I'm going to change the attribution so I can know who is writing. 7 more minutes to go. Keep going. I need everyone's story attribution so I can know who is writing what. See, I made my students post on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to look on my phone, see how it looks like from my phone. Attribution. If there's any questions, you can ask in the chat box. Let's see, someone's asking something. Awesome, very interactive tool for dashboard presentation and demonstration. Yes, Faisal, it's very practical. Okay. All right, keep going. You're doing wonderful. Good. I will just ask in your post, just say, you know, Hilda's story from the Philippines called da-da-da. Or Sujit's story, you know, about, so we just know your name and what your story is about. Cool. All right. Another about 5 minutes to go. Keep going. I need everyone's beautiful story written. My computer froze a little bit here. Right? It's a little bit like your brain sometimes. The brain stops working. It's frozen. But that's okay. Let's keep going. Tell me about a story from your culture. Tell. I saw some people sharing the link before my computer froze. Tell us about the story. Write about it for us. Okay. Another 4 minutes. You're doing great, Sagar. Wonderful, Maniram. Wonderful, Tada. Hey, Bakhta. See your son or your daughter there. Wonderful. Keep it up, Amirta. I'm not sure where to share. Okay, very good question, Udaya. So what you will do, I know there's a lot of information there, and I apologize. I was showing you examples from my students. What you will do, and my computer froze, so it's hard for me to show this to you, but you need to press the pink little cross on the bottom, the little pink pen, and that's how you post in Padlet. See, it's right here. If you came back to the Zoom, the pink, you click on it, and then it will open up. And you kind of have to find it. It's a little annoying, honestly. I don't think it's the best way. I think I may even change the organization of this because it's, see how it's all these things combined? It's not that easy to see. Okay. All right, another minute to go, or 2 minutes to go. Very good, Lakshma Prasad. Now, how do you enter? You may enter by clicking the pink on the bottom. You should see a pink pen on your phone. I'm going to open it from my phone and look at this from my phone. Let's see, update, and I press update and I can see it. Okay, come down. Very good, Hilda's story. Very good, Natasha's story. Very good, pandemic. Okay, very good. Navrati's story. Thank you. Very good, David Kumari's story. Humanity is divine. Tell us some more details. I'm waiting for Jamboard. Beautiful. Let's see what she played here. We'll get to Jamboard, I promise. So I'm going to start playing what people have done. Let's see. If you learn how to do an audio or video, show us. Okay, I can't seem to play it, so I'll try it from here.
Tej is a monsoon festival that is celebrated by women in Nepal and few parts of India. This festival is celebrated by women dressed in red and decorated in heavy gold ornaments, dancing and doing prayer rituals to pay homage to Hindu goddess Parvati and her reunion with Lord Shiva.
Great.
This festival is celebrated on the third day of the full moon day in the Nepalese month of Bhadra, which falls in August or September of the English calendar. This day in Nepal is dedicated especially to women.
Great. So we have a video here explaining about this festival. Very good. So this person's ready for Jamboard. We'll move to Jamboard in 3 minutes.
Algerian dream.
Okay, so
very good. Now write me the story. I'm going to actually give attribution so I can see who's writing what.
waiting for
Starting
the
to see some names.
Jamboard
That's
class.
very good.
Great. Okay. Very good. I think it's enough. We get the idea of how to use this. You hyperlinked your text. Wonderful. You did your uploading recording. You don't know, Murad, if it worked successfully. Well, my computer is going really slow, so I won't be able to check. I'm trying to check on my phone. Yeah, I think it worked. Let's see here. Attribution. Yeah, I could see Lakshman's work, Gunja's work, Madhu's work. Really good. All right. I think this is enough on Padlet, right? Tika and Sujit, is there anything else we need to add? I just show you a little bit. Sure, Chandraka, what do you want me to explain? Not a problem. And then I'll go to, but yeah, is this enough, Tika and Sujit?
I think many things have been cleared now, okay?
Okay.
So I think, how about concluding this and starting Jamboard?
Let's do it. Okay. So let's have everyone come back. Great. Chandrakal wants me to explain from the beginning. The main point, Chandrakal, is you press the pink cross button and then you make a post. We will go to the next thing. We're going to do Jamboard now. But what we were practicing doing was posting a little video of ourselves in audio or from the internet. I hope that helps, Chandrakal. Okay, you can look at the
Yes, we have got this link, and we'll be doing this. We'll be posting our stories and
this everyone can. Good. So everyone back to Zoom. Back to Zoom. Come back. 5. Come back to Zoom. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, Jamboard is a wonderful resource. There's many ways to use it, and I don't know all the ways. I just show you the little ways I know. It's another kind of Padlet. What's good about it, it's a free resource. You can make many of these boards where students can interact. I find Padlet has a lot more options. So I'm going to show you from, my computer's going to die.